Good afternoon, and good evening, good morning, wherever you are. This is Rev Q here at Africa USA Radio Drive Home Show, and we thank God for this day. We thank God that you are here listening to us and watching by the way of social media, Facebook and YouTube, wherever you're gonna be watching. We thank you for that, and we glorify God for this day. We are here again. We are here every day, Monday through Friday, here at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's 11 p.m. for our fellow men in Africa, and it's about 10 p.m. in UK. We know you are watching and you are listening in UK, and we know you're watching and listening in in Africa, and we know you're watching and listening in USA. 5 p.m. here every Monday through Friday. Rev Q here with you at Drive Home Show. And we thank God for this platform, and God is gonna bless you. And we always bring you wonderful people here so that you can connect, because we are connectors. We want to connect not only the people, but the continents, the countries, the cities. We want to connect people so that we can collaborate and work together and support each other and be like what the Bible says, we are one in Christ. So that is the mandate of Africa USA Radio, Africa USA Unity Events. Today, we are blessed and we are favored. We are having a great young man. I call him young man. A great young man from here in the USA. We are so thankful for his craft, for his dedication, for his love for the work of God, for the work that he's doing as far as the music is concerned, as far as the media is concerned. He's very dedicated, and we love him, and we think you're gonna enjoy. He's got a great personality. We're probably not gonna leave this show without laughing a little bit, because he's a great man, and we thank God for him. He's none other than Thurman, B. Thornton the second, and he's a blessing. And please help me to welcome this guy, none other than Thurman, all the way from the USA.
What's up, man?
What's going on, my brother?
Nothing. I stay with the young man part again. Say that
Stay
again.
with the young man part.
No, thank you so much for having. It is such an honor to be on here with y'all. What's up, everybody that's tuned in worldwide? Uh, this is dope. I'm honored to be here, and thank you for having me. This little regular little dude from St. Louis, Missouri, over here in the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm happy because see he called me young man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard young man in a while, so you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna I'm gonna take it. But no, I am like I said, I'm from born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri, here in the United States, and I've been singing. Uh, I think I sang before I talked, and a lot of people that know me say, "Yep, you start talking and you never shut up." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." That's. But no, I come from a musical family. Um, my mother sang, my father sang. Siblings, some of the siblings, I can't say all, but some of the siblings sang, and I even think our dog. I think the dog had a little woof, something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But it's just music is just a part of who I am, man, and I'm grateful and honored for that. But when you reached out and was like, "Hey, can we talk on the radio?" Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm honored to be on here, and I'm honored to share some time. Now he talking about we gonna laugh. It's gonna be because of him. It ain't gonna be because of me. So.
You you're gonna be stuck with that young man thing because of the energy you bring. An energy and passion. That's why I wanted to highlight you and say, hey man, let's chop it up a little bit, because sometimes we do these things not inspired. We do these things not motivated. But
Yeah.
I find a lot of energy from you. I find a lot of enthusiasm from
Yes,
you,
sir.
that you love what you do.
I
Uh,
do.
you you told me at the backstage that you almost gave up, but because of the love that was in you, you keep going.
Yeah, man. I've been singing professionally. I've been singing my whole life, but I've been singing professionally now for 20 years.
For 20 years.
And I think with two top 10 albums, original albums under my first album came out in 2017, and then my last full LP came out in 2022, so that's after COVID. But when COVID had happened, we had recorded that second album, like three different versions of it. Me and my producer, Marion Robinson the fourth, and Chatan Walker. Um, I started to get the fatigue or the burnout, what they call it burnout.
Mhm.
And because, doing this all the time, my first album, when it came out, 911 Saved Me, came out in 2017. I toured straight for 3 years, like straight. And
Mhm.
just the hunger, and the dog, it's the dog in you, what I'm saying, that's after it, what I'm saying. And then I believe that the message that the Lord gave me I was very much rebelling against the system, if you will, of how people think an artist should be, or how they should sound, or what they think gospel, soul, or life music is. And that first album was very personal for me because I was still coming off of the heels of losing my brother, my mother, and my father 3 years in a row.
Mhm.
And then by the time the first album came out, I think at that time, I'm 11 years clean from cocaine. I think it's 11. It's either 11.
Praise
No, it's
God.
11. Thank you. No, glory to God, for real. But by the time that album was coming out, I was just in the heels of kicking the addiction. And so the way that me and Marion, specifically on the first album, how we wrote and produced is that we write and produce filter free. Um, can't nobody tell your story better than you.
Mm.
And I was not going to allow other people to tell my story and put their own spin, own twist, create their own narrative, and say things that I know not to be true. I think freedom comes best, even when you go to, for those that have attended AA meetings or things of that nature. The first thing they tell you is that the first step towards recovery is admitting there's a problem.
Yes, sir.
So, and this is where my very strong relationship with the Lord now, better now than it was back then, because after you lose those three pivotal people, uh that could be challenging. And I was very much still in the height of being TB2 and trying to unveiling music and stuff, and I was still doing drugs, going to churches and singing and things of that nature, and was very high. And I think at that point I had become so rebellious in the fact of that these leaders that are supposed to be discerning, who see I'm high or know
Mm.
that I'm altered, but are only interested or invested in reaping the benefits of the gift, which is me sinking. So then it became more, well, you don't care, I don't care. Because at that point, I still was upset with God because I felt like you always feel like you got a bad hand when things don't go the way that you planned it to go. You know what I'm saying? You pray and you're praying specifically for a result, and then God flips the result in a way that still kind of answers your prayer, but not the way you thought it should. Yeah, so
Mm.
we were still at odds. But by the time, the first album came out, I was free from my own personal self-judgment of my story. And what I mean by that is that I had beat myself up enough about what I shoulda, coulda, woulda, da 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 da. I freed myself from that because everything that happened in God's time and in God's way. I think by the time my first album came out, we finished it. I think what I had come to the conclusion with the Lord was is that the best way to grieve is with Him. He understands you mad, angry, confused, lost, uh, mad, to times 10. But He also, what I think is so amazing about the Lord is that when He has decided that He has purpose for your life, He'll wait. He will stand and wait. Now, I ain't saying He gonna wait forever, but He will wait because He knows what He's gonna get out of you is gonna be so much better than what He took from you. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? And so, and I think that's important. It's important for people to understand that God was not confused about any decision He made in regards to you.
Mm.
He knows why He's doing it. because he is the end all be all. He is everything and everywhere all at once, omnipotent, omniscient, and all knowing, and omnipotent, all powerful. So the thing is, I think that what people, or what I learned, I'll say for me, what I learned is that I really understood God's love trial by fire. I really got to experience or understand that he really does love me for me, um by having this tussle, if you will, after seemingly what I thought was my world was coming down. But in actuality, God was just removing the people that I revered more than him out of the way.
Let's they say a wise man learn from other people's mistakes.
Yes.
So let's help the upcoming artists. Let's help the musicians already in the spotlight, because I'm trying to find out how we associate the artists or the creatives
Mhm.
and the drugs. How this relationship started and why? Because most of them, especially in the secular world, they even die on drugs. They die high. They die overdose and all that stuff. Where the disconnection or the connection is.
And so, in my opinion, I don't, everybody's different. I don't know, but for some odd reason, that is the first go to. I mean, but it's always easily passed throughout the industry, and that doesn't matter what genre.
Oh,
That's something that's always within the industry. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've learned, if they think you're getting too hot, they think you're doing too much, or they think, there are people that are assigned to try to detour you. There are people,
oh,
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That's the you have to remember it's a man-made business. You know what I'm saying? It's a man-made business, and you have to determine whether or not everybody's not called to the business. They're not. You know what I'm saying? I know people like to preach like, oh, we're called everywhere. We are not.
mhm.
Everyone is not called because everyone's skin is not tough enough for that. I believe, well, I've lasted long, so my skin is tough. I think with me, the one thing that has always been like the industry is fully aware of who I am, but
Mhm.
there are things that I'm just not willing to do. And what I mean by that is that I've lived this life. I'm 40 years old and I've lived this life in this business for 20 years. And the one model that I have that I live by is that I will not sacrifice my home to become publicly known.
Mm.
It ain't that serious. God is gonna make me be made, he's going to make me visible to those I'm supposed to be visible to. And as long as I work the gift in the capacity that he has commissioned me to do, R&B, gospel, soul, blues, whatever that may be, as long as I work what God gave me the way he intended for me to work it, we good. You know what I'm saying? The message still has to be about it's still we still love God.
I still love
We still love Jesus. We still have to win souls. You know what I'm saying? We still have to evangelize. We still have to walk upright as best as we know how. We're not going to get it all right, and you're not supposed to. You know, he doesn't require perfection, he requires progress. You know what I'm saying? And I think that in the I mean, music is a powerful thing. It's one of the most powerful arts that we as humans know, because whatever you can't always convey in a conversation, a song can do that. You know what I'm saying? And so, and you have to remember that the enemy's job, and he was the minister of music. You know what I'm saying?
it.
He was over the music. So seeing corruption in the music industry, that shouldn't be shocking, considering. But it's easy for me. It was probably a little bit more easily accessible because I was intentional about doing it, because I was doing drugs out of my displeasure and anger with the Lord about what had happened with my family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was,
It's always different.
yeah, it's always that. It was never it wasn't leisurely. I wasn't doing
Mhm.
it, oh, it's Monday. No, you know what I'm saying? I can openly say that I was seriously in depression, suicidal. I tried to commit suicide a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And God just would not let it happen. And that's when I really learned that when God has made up his mind, I have need of you. I don't care. I remember I was in the basement of the house I was living in at the time. I had slipped my wrists or whatnot, and blood was gushing out. It's years ago. And I remember the Lord, just like how me and you are talking right now, the Lord came in and said, "You're not gonna die,"
Mm.
you know. And what is I'm sorry, what blesses me is to know that he loved me enough to let me live. I was in what I was in, and I was angry and I was doing a lot of different things, but he loved me anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's I'm grateful for his love. I'm grateful for the love that he shows me through my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because she had every opportunity and every reason to leave me, and she didn't.
Mm.
I never did drugs in front of her, but she knew something was wrong. You know what I'm
They always
saying?
know. They
They
always
all
know.
don't they? They always know, man. They all I don't care what nobody say, man. I tell they got that, it's that thing. They don't have to know what it is exactly,
Hmm.
but they know when the rhythm is off. They know when something, and we've been together, this is 2025, so we've been together 22 years. And this year in November, we'll be celebrating 10 years of marriage.
Mm.
I think she likes me. I think so. Um, I think
I know she do.
I did okay. I did. She got to. She got to, because I know I'm a bit much, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful for her for um, standing with me. I am. I'm
So, so two things. Like I'm saying, I'm trying to warn artists. So two things I heard from you.
okay.
One, the leaders. Sometimes they don't care about you. They care about your talent.
Correct.
They care about your anointing. Because even if you are in the wrong, the anointing don't leave you.
Hmm.
You
If
always use. So they care more about that. And
if
then
God
and uh-huh,
if God has already deemed you anointed,
that's yours.
it, 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 listen. I'm gonna say this the way I'm saying this. God is he will let you choose hell. But if that anointing is the anointing is not what's going to walk you into heaven. It's what breaks the yoke. It's the strength that it can be a tool that you can use
Amen.
to free yourself while it's being used to help free others. So the gift come without repentance. That's and I'm not saying that I don't let me clear this up. I'm not saying that like, whatever, that's that. No, no, because everybody's not always graced or anointed to do what you do. Okay.
Mhm.
But in that, yeah, you have it isn't one of the most, I'm not gonna say shocking, but one of the most disheartening. There it is. The disheartening thing was seeing leaders who um speak in a tone as if they are the all-seeing eye, that they're discerning enough. I think it's very disheartening and questionable when you can see someone that is not in their right mind, or not operating in the best way. And so I didn't necessarily reek of it, but you knew something was off. I was there, but I wasn't present. You know what I'm saying? And for them to just, because all they worried about is the bottom line of, well, I'm gonna pimp this gift and reap the benefit of it because I brought
Mhm.
him in. Long as I pay him, okay, and that's the end of it. And I think we have to get out of that leading while bleeding situation, because that's not helping anybody. It's not. So that was a very, I would always encourage artists, you have to be 80 to 85% okay with who you are before
Mhm.
you allow somebody else to come into your party. Notice I didn't say 100%, because you'll never be 100. Somebody still needs to add something to you. You know what I'm saying? But if nobody comes along, you need to be all right with who you are. Be sure of why you're doing what it is that you're doing, especially in this business. Because if you have any doubt in any shape or any place of what it is that you're doing, you're going to get ate alive, because you'll get burnt out. You'll get frustrated. And I think with me, what I had to learn is everybody don't move and think like you. So I don't get to get upset because somebody doesn't get it like I get it. That's what makes us different. Um, it's just the way that we're wired. But the industry can be very tricky because you have people that prey on the weak, that
Mm.
that are very and anybody can take, and not just in that's just in life, period. Anybody can take advantage of anybody if you let
Yeah.
them. If you let them. And the reason, the way that a lot of people allow these folks, especially in this business, to be taken advantage of, you don't do the due diligence to educate yourself. If you never tell me what it is that you have become knowledgeable on, it's still on me to go figure it out.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So, and then making sure that I keep my circle full of people that will hold me accountable, but that also are in the direction that I'm trying to go. One thing that I've always said is that you need three type of people in your life. You need somebody under you who you inspire, who they look
Mhm.
up to you. You need somebody on the same level that keeps you humble and lets you know that we in this race together, we on the same page. And then you need somebody over you, somebody that's been where you're trying to go. Long as you got them those three type of people in your circle, you're fine. Because a
That-
business like this won't affect you because you got word, you got a camp, you got a band, you got a crew that keeps you right.
This is Thurman. This is Thurman. People. Thurman B. Thornton. He's unpacking the industry. I didn't think we are gonna go that direction, but he's unpacking the industry. So three things. Uh, uh, be mindful of your leaders, of your leadership, your pastor. Make sure that he loves you. He loves you. He loves your soul more than he loves your gift and your talent.
Ooh, yeah,
Uh, two, the people you associate with, because he said there are people who are planted there to detour you. So be careful of who you associate yourself with. And three, the levels that he just told us. Make sure you got people that you inspire. One, make sure that people who are equally with you, who can ask questions, you can be comfortable with, you can be you.
yep,
And then be sure you got somebody that you follow, the people who already been, because they always say a good leader is a good follower.
absolutely,
That's powerful, my brother. Hey, let's talk about you now. Let's talk about you, your music.
man.
We want your music. We want to stream your music. We want to buy your music. We want to support you wherever you go. Tell us about your plans, what's going on, and where we can find your music.
Absolutely, I appreciate you and I thank you for this opportunity. As you know, my name on all platforms as far as music, TB2. That's TB the number two. My first album was entitled 911 Save Me. 7 or 8 songs on there. It is we had the first I had it came out in 2017. We debuted in top 10 gospel, top 20 R&B, two number one singles, Fall Into You, and of course Fresh Start. Um, and then the second album, which was Lyrics from My Heart, that came out in 2022. Um, Lyrics from My Heart is the What's Next album. You have the groundbreaking 911 Save Me, where I told on myself, and it was I called 911 Save Me my suicide letter to God. It was my quote unquote last ditch effort to really be like, listen, if this is what I'm supposed to do, make this happen. And he did. And I'm grateful. And so Lyrics from My Heart was, now that we've gone from dark to light, what's next? And that had Standalone, and of course One More Day, which yeah, that one. It has carried me throughout this time. And now we're actually, and then you getting an exclusive. I'm
Mm.
finna give you an exclusive because I ain't been talking to nobody. But my bro finna get an exclusive.
There you go,
So
guys.
you finna get an exclusive. I'm finna tell her because I ain't told nobody, and because he reached out first. Here we
It's
go.
so good. It's so good to be Africa USA Radio because you get the exclusives.
Yes, sir. So, um, oh God, okay. So I have a new single coming out on October the 3rd. You're gonna get it.
Breaking news, people.
Breaking news. It's called Just Another Day. It's just like the old school hymn, but it's live from a live album that is coming out next year. But October the 3rd, pre-orders start on September the 20th, actually. But October the 3rd, my new single, Just Another Day, live, is coming out worldwide. And I'm excited because, like I told him earlier when we was backstage, I was done.
Yeah.
I was done. But God said no, and He used my MD, my little brother, my best friend, one of my best friends, Jay Shatan Walker, to push me to do this. And I'm really happy about this record. I'm happy about all my music, but I'm happy because it's everything's just come full circle. You know what I'm saying? God has a way of just making it all make sense. And I'm excited. I cannot wait for everybody to hear this. I can't wait for everybody to see the film. Yeah, I'm talking. That
Yeah,
accompany.
we want to talk about that too.
Oh, absolutely. Because yeah. But we
You,
are.
you encourage me to buy bells and whistles because now we're getting the breaking news and next time I'll have a bells and whistles here.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, because he's so silly. Get a cowbell. Get a cowbell. You got to get the
Yes,
cowbell.
cowbell, yeah.
Get the cowbell. But no, I'm excited because I feel refreshed. I feel refreshed. I feel the time that I needed to go away was perfect for me to go away. And really focus on my home life and really make sure that was all right. But yeah, you everything 911 Save Me is out. Lyrics from My Heart are out. They are out now. Spotify, Apple, all of that, anywhere. So anywhere you can listen, stream music. And Just Another Day comes out October the 3rd. Pre-order start on September the 20th. And but because my bro, you know what I'm saying, Africa USA Radio, that because they didn't did what they doing here, you know what I'm saying, they gonna get it first. I'm just saying, y'all gonna get it first.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely. Y'all get it first. As a matter of fact, y'all probably get it. You gonna get it. But I'm excited about it. This is probably the. I'm not. It's church. It's just definitely this project. The name of the project and the film all that together is called Thurman's Journey, the One More Day Experience, and a lot of what we talked about, is in that film, and just a lot. But the music side of it, people have been asking me for years when I was going to do a live album or a live concert or something of that nature. And this is it. It's not the only one, but this is it. And I'm proud. I'm excited about it because just how it sounds. It's as if were there. It's like when we went back. My background singer, shout out to Crystal D'Angelo and team. We listened to it when it was finished, and Crystal, she cried because it took her back to the session. And when I say it's so raw and real, and you feel, and the presence of God came and just flipped us around in such a way. What I enjoy most about the project is that it's honest. I didn't. It's not about every note being perfect. It's real life. It was real life, and what was we recorded that in the height of COVID. And not knowing that it would come to the light and see the light of day like it's getting ready to see. And I just wanted people to really get a better understanding of me, but also I think that this project, the album and the film, what it does is I think it'll put people in a perspective to have a self-evaluation, for you to look at you and understand that your journey is just that, yours. And it's okay that there are detours and you have wrong turns and things of that nature, because that's all a part of the journey. Just get back to the main road and get back to what the focus is. Let the Lord lead you. And as it says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not to your own understanding. And in all thy ways, that's the part that people don't preach on correctly. In all your ways, even the ways that don't make sense, even the ways that seemingly to other people may be wrong. But in everything you do, acknowledge him and he will direct you. So, but yeah, y'all got Just Another Day comes out October the 3rd. Y'all gonna get it probably within the next day or hour. But but I'm excited. I am excited. I'm excited about the film just because it's a docu-film that really, it's the roller coaster ride that you didn't know you were going on, but you need,
Good.
you
So
know.
when is the film gonna be released?
So, woo, okay, you getting all of this. What them bells and whistles? All right,
Put the band with it.
we need the bells and whistles. Okay, so Thurman's Journey, the One More Day Experience, starts screening. So I'm doing screenings. I'm taking it on the road next year. Our
Okay.
the first screening is March the 21st next year here in St. Louis. I just secured. Well, we have Syracuse, New York in April with my girl Salty. Um, in July, I'm going to be in Elizabethtown, Kentucky with my homie uh, Pastor Theo White and Theo and Rhonda White. And then in October of next year, I have my own, I'm business partner with myself, JP CEO and DJ Radar. We have our own channel, Unheard TV, which is on Roku, Amazon, and Apple TV. And so the film itself um, will make its world premiere on our channel in October of next year. So I'll be literally promoting and doing screenings. I'm making connections. I'm making other connections internationally as well. I want to submit the film for submitting the film for festivals or whatever to be able to present, because the film, in a short real explanation, the docu-film is the journey of a man from dark to light. And what it really is about is, as a Black man, creating safe spaces. It's for everybody, but as a Black man, really creating a safe space for us to be able to share without being judged, torn down, or made to feel less than because our ugly is not beautiful to somebody else. Because the truth of the matter is what I've learned is a lot of the things that was said when we filmed. Shout out to shout out to my little bro Jay Walker, who was my MD. He directed and produced this film along with uh, my boy Sam Alex. He went and he did the editing, and then Chris with Sideline Records, the sound guy, he did the audio, and just everybody that Jay brought in to be a part of the film and the footage that we had. We shot the parts that you all will see in one day, and there was just some moments. Shout out to my cousin So Esquire that was there to cut me up, of course, but made sure that everybody made sure that I was comfortable. Because when I say we went there, we went there. We went to the addiction and things of that nature. And I held back nothing, because the scripture teaches us is that they were overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the words of their testimony. What they said is what it ain't just about what you did. It ain't just that God did it. It's what was said in conjunction with what God did that made us heal. And so the best way, glory to God, the best way to help others is to be truthful with self, and I'm free from it so I can share it. I can speak on it because it's no longer a thing. And when God frees you from something, your job is now to turn around and free somebody else. So I'm excited. The Just Another Day comes out October the 3rd. The live album of the Thurman's Journey, the One More Day Experience, comes out March the 20th. The film starts screenings. We start doing screenings in different cities and festivals March 21st, and then it will officially make its world premiere in October. It was September, but we pushed it back because I'm like, I want to work from March to October. So it'll be October next year. But it is, y'all gonna see this face a whole lot next year. But I'm grateful. I really am. Because there's a new fire. There's a new you were talking about it earlier. It's like you connected me because of the passion. Singing is what I know. It is music has always been therapy for me. It has always been something that has kept my mind in a way that where when all hell is breaking loose, I always call my wife, she's my quiet when it's loud. She is. But what music has always been is that even when it's loud, it keeps me. it keeps me level, or it brings me back down to where I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And so what I think I'm most grateful for the music is that I've fallen back in love with music again. I'm back in love with it again. And I'm in love with it in a way to where it's like I move at my own pace now. It's on my terms. It's me and God. It's like, this is how we want to do this. And this is how I want to move. And I don't have to play the games that they play in the industry. I'm grateful for awards. I'm grateful for charts. I'm grateful for success. I'm grateful for wonderful, blessed connections like this. But if it all went away, I'm fine. I'm good. So I'm grateful though, but I'm grateful to be back because this record is good, and this ain't even the real record. This is a live record. The real record's after, but I'm excited again, and I'm grateful. I am.
We are so grateful to have you here because what a breaking news, man! Listen, if you're listening to Africa USA Radio, you are so lucky. You are sitting somewhere in Johannesburg, South Africa, somewhere in Harare, Zimbabwe, somewhere in Lagos, Nigeria,
Yes, sir.
somewhere in London, UK. You're hearing the breaking news in the US where some of the USA citizens have not even known about it. What a blessing.
Now, listen, they don't know. Like I'm saying, like when I say they don't know,
it's breaking news.
This is breaking. This is breaking news. And so now I will say this: people have been asking, and I just haven't been saying anything because they all of a sudden they see new pictures. Keenan House, thank you. They see certain things. I'm just being subtle because I'm really easing my way back into it. But when I say I'm grateful when you reached out. We talk, we linked up or whatever, and then we reached out. I'm like, sure, I'll do your show. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel the love, man. I do.
That's true. Before I let you go, I hope my fellow promoters and music industry gurus or whatever they call themselves, I'm concerned with the way especially in the US, with the way the music industry is going.
Yeah.
And I'm starting conversation with artists. I'm getting tired of this thing of I want to get in trouble. I'm getting tired of this thing of say, hey, come on, pay $200 and showcase your talent, showcase this, showcase that, showcase this. You need to invest in your craft, blah blah blah. Which sometimes is good, but I've seen people they've been showcasing for 20 years. When gonna make when is gonna, because if you're blessing me spiritually, I have to bless you materially. So when are we gonna have this? I'm having conversation with really artists, with really ministers of the gospel. Say, why don't we stop showcasing and just do our events and do our shows? And what do you think about that as an artist, as an artist?
So let me say this: in the 20 years,
and don't put me in trouble.
Listen, I mean, listen, they don't like me neither. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no bitch. I ain't gonna get you in trouble. You can't get no more trouble than me. So you know what I'm saying? Because see, my thing about it is that they don't like what I'm saying, but can't do nothing about it. Because the thing is that in the 20 years, you know what I'm saying, that I've been in this business and working or whatever, I don't recall it. I don't recall, and I'm not knocking it, but I don't recall paying to showcase. I know that I would enter showcases or whatever, things of that nature. But once I became an established artist, either you want me or you don't, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That like for real. That's fine. There's a certain group. Every artist that's listening, inspiring, been there, trying to do something, whatever. Listen, and I don't care what genre. God has specifically assigned a crowd of people to you. Your job is to make sure that you effectively impact those that have been assigned to you. You'll know who's assigned to you. They'll always show up. They'll always purchase. They'll always stream your stuff. They'll always support. They'll always post and be free press for you. You know what I'm saying? They always will find their way to support you. And let me be very clear. Your supporters are not always people that like you.
Yep.
Let me say that again. Your supporters are not always people that like you. Some of my greatest supporters can't stand me, but they're the first ones to go get my stuff because they have to try to tear it apart. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's the boxer. I know you're from St. Louis. You like boxers. Mayweather, they said, as long as you come pay, as long as you come, they pay to come see him get defeated.
Thanks. Listen.
As long as you
Listen.
pay, come on.
You listen. Thank you. Thank you for spending your dollars. I am grateful I am grateful for anyone that streams my music or that buys a ticket to see me or that has brought me in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, I enjoy touring and seeing the people and performing and singing and all of those things. And that's how you have to be. You have to remember that there are over 7 billion people in the world, and the world didn't stop because you decided to become an artist or put out a record. And the world didn't stop because, you put it out, and everybody's not going to like what you present. And they're not supposed to.
They're not supposed to.
They're not supposed to. Who is for you? God is who he has who's for you. That's he the one. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you are happy, as long as you are satisfied and you know who you are and you ain't gonna let nobody tear you down in a way that makes you conform to the system, you're fine, bro. Like I'm not surprised that you're speaking to other artists and artists are talking about and to your point, and I thought what you said, like I said, you get in trouble, but I'm gonna stand on the hill with you. You know what I'm saying? Because why are y'all showcasing for 20 years? Why?
Why?
Why? What are you showcasing that we haven't already seen? Why are you showcasing? Like, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. Whatever. Whatever. I asked the question, why do y'all go to these award shows that are not catered to you? They're the indie artists, which technically everybody is, but the indie artists are not catered to at these so-called high profile awards. How you fix that is that you support the awards that are within your city, or or what they say is that you rock with those that rock with you, that have integrity, that maintain the integrity as to why we do what it is we do. Some of the shout out to my Mama Francis Rally and the Music Love Award. Shout out to my boy Gerard Holmes and the Florida Gospel Music Award. Shout out to Robert Barnes. And I think he just did, what is it, the Gospel Sounds Radio Network, Radio Music Award. Listen, I would employ all of those platforms. Continue to operate in the integrity that you're operating in, because you've seen what the quote unquote so-called major ones are doing, and you see how they're treating. Why are you going to a showcase that is literally not going to? You're going to perform in front of other artists.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You see what I'm saying? You're going to perform in front of other artists, hoping that in the midst of somewhere in there, it might be somebody that may be. Listen, if God ain't deemed it fit for you to be seen, you're not going to be seen. You know what I'm saying? But your focus shouldn't even be on trying to get on at them showcases, get them showcases on at them award show. Just do what you're supposed to do and raise the awareness around those that are already got their eyes on you, and keep rocking with them.
You said earlier you did like a 3-year straight tour, which might be more beneficial than showcasing. But my solution is, why don't the promoter and the artist get together and say, okay, let's do a big show in St. Louis, hire a venue, charge the tickets,
and be done. And be done. And be done. Because see, you I think the one thing I've always told folk is, how I remember folks would be like, T, you stay out on the road. I said, well, one, I don't break the bank. I don't cheat myself, but I don't break the bank. Because the thing about it is, I like return customers. This is the business side talking. I like return customers. Anybody that's in business, you like return customers, right?
Yeah, right.
Correct. So I like return customers. I also know how to live within my means. Okay. I have lived my life in a way I've never been shamed. I have a job. You know what I'm saying? Not just with the music and television and all that stuff. I have a job that when, if I went away all this time and wasn't doing it, that means, those checks had stopped a little bit, or not completely stopped, but you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. I stopped doing shows for a little minute. So that hustle money went down. I have a job.
You have a
You know what I'm
job.
saying? Because I still have a family, a wife and a family, and these boys, my dog, to take care of. You know what I'm saying? And they not cheap.
They're
Okay.
not cheap.
You know what I'm saying? They not cheap. But in that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ever be dependent upon nobody else but God to
Mm.
take care of me and mine. But in the midst of that, I also, like you just said, and that's the most important part. That's all I ever did. They be like, "Thurman, you stay on the road." That when that first album came out, it wasn't nothing for me to be in two to three cities every weekend.
Mm.
I would I lived at the airport. But grace to God, and I lived it and I loved it, and I still love it. I
Mm.
love even now with me being chill, the bookings come in that people still even want me to come and do something. That's still honoring because that means I put in the work. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't sleep with nobody to get where I'm at.
Mm.
I didn't pay nobody to get where I'm at. I didn't bend over and didn't nobody bend me over to get where I had to get. I followed the plan that God set out for me, and my no was just as solid as my yes. And that's not a bad thing to say no.
Mm.
I before we go, this is what I want to say to any artist that's out there, and you feel like that what you have is what you have, and you feel like you want to take it to the next level, or you don't feel like you're being visibly seen. You are. They see you. But as long as if you maintain integrity, those that need to see you will see you. Don't always get thrown off by the fact that those that you think should see you aren't acknowledging you. They're not supposed to. Those that are going to see you are the ones that have made a connection with the Lord and the God in you to know, ooh, you got what I need. Or we get one of my what was that? My sister, Shara John, she's from the Bahamas. About 10 years ago, I want to say it's 10 years. I feel like it was. I might be off. But she had did her first concert here in the States.
Mm.
And she had me, she requested that I opened for her. A beautiful time. Last year, she released her latest album, which is amazing.
Mm.
Uh, and she asked me to come open in the Bahamas. And while my music had gone overseas and went number one on and stuff, I myself had never put my foot in no international sand. So that was a monumental moment for me. And there were a lot of people that had a lot of problems with that. You know what I'm saying? That had a lot of things to say. And the thing about it was is that, and let me be very transparent with you. You know what I'm saying? We agreed on what I would be paid or whatever, but I took care of my own travel
Mm.
because my thing is this: unless we have the contract that states that you all are going to do when whatever we agree to, that's it.
That's it.
I've never had an issue. See, because I don't mind taking care of my own travel because I like to come and go as I please. I like to, you like to be able to move when you need to. But I don't break the bank.
Don't break it down.
We ask what the budget is. We seemingly come to an agreement on what is going to be fair for all parties involved. And then we make it happen. Like you just said, promoter, artist, venue, tickets. What's the
Get
problem?
together. What's
That's
the
it.
problem?
That's it.
Tyler
Because
Perry said. Tyler Perry said he got tired of trying to fight for the chair in the table in Hollywood, so he decided to go and build his own table.
right. Why are you trying to fight? Why are you fighting to try to get in a room that don't want you when you can just build your own room?
Build your own room.
Build your own room. Social media. This is for just like that. It's for any and everybody. I don't have to wait to be discovered. I'm discovered.
You discovered already.
You know what I'm saying? Just build awareness around what it is that you have. Rock with those that rock with you. And my motto, God, my prayer, every city that I'm ever in, city or country that I've ever been in, when it's especially when it comes to music, I always say, Lord, whoever is the one that's supposed to encounter me, make sure they encounter me. Whoever the one is that I'm supposed to positively influence and impact for your glory, make sure that above anything else, out of all these lights and all these people, make sure that I effectively, positively impact the one. Because when you impact that one goes and tells 10. Then them 10 gonna go tell 100. Then them 100 gonna go tell 1,000. See how that number's growing? People ask, how do you get the millions? You focus on the one.
I want to talk to my partners in South Africa and Johannesburg. They need to host you. You need to go over there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Have your people call my people, which is literally just me and my wife. You know what I'm saying? But I would love that. I don't look. We all got to live. And you know what? In light of what is going on in the world, not just over here with us and this foolishness, in light of what's going on in the world, people are looking. A lot of people, let me say that people are looking for God. They may be looking for him in different ways and in different places. But what it is that they're looking for is true leadership. And that's God. That's God. And our job is to lead, is to direct them to him. That's all we can do. All we can do is direct, be like, listen, this is the way. It's on you to go that way. But this is the way that I know. So if I would love to come. I'm sure we can make something happen in the day. Oh yeah, we can make that happen. I'm passport. I bet we passport ready. You know what I'm saying, and all those different things. And I know that can be even crazier now than it is before. But I'll say this to you, and I say this to anyone that is listening worldwide. I'm not afraid to go nowhere. Wow. I'm not afraid to go anywhere. God got me. I ain't afraid to go nowhere. What he gave me, I believe wholeheartedly. I'm supposed to speak and sing to the world. I believe that my voice, I can say I believe it now more than I did then. I believe that my voice is one of the voices that should be heard worldwide because I'm still here.
Africa, be ready. STL in the house. If you don't know what St. Louis is, you're going to know with the big arches. There's a big arches when you get into St. Louis, and you know you're in the right place.
Y'all are so enamored with that arch. Let me not talk about that. You know what? And everybody that is in their own hometown that has a landmark, everybody in their own hometown always be like this, and it's just the arch. But of course, I live here, so of course it's just the arch to me. But for everybody else, but that's where you'll find me. I mean, that's where I'm at. That's my city.
When I come on I-70 from Illinois side and looking and see the bright lights and the arches, I've arrived. I'm here.
I'm here. We've arrived. We are here. I know we're in St. Louis. How do you know? You don't see that big arch over there? That's how I know.
That's how I do. Oh man, I had a good time, my brother. It's so good. We're closing up to an hour now. And
man,
I enjoyed every bit of it. You are so articulate. You are so direct. But people, please, 911 Save Me is out there. Go stream it, download it, and listen to it, enjoy it. Also, there's a single that is coming up in October.
Yes.
What's the name of it?
The name of the single, Just Another Day.
Just Another Day. Go get it. That's it. You just get ready. It's Thurman B. Thornton II. And you're just gonna get it. Or tell us all your social media, my brother. So that
absolutely. On Facebook, I am TB2 Soul. That's TBII Soul, the Roman numeral for those that don't know. Instagram is TB2 Fresh Start. Twitter is TBTII, and then also on Instagram, follow me at Unheard TV.
And they also gonna your music. They can find it also on YouTube.
Yes, you can find my music my official, especially if you're under my official official YouTube, which is TB2 Soul. But you find all my music. That's 911 Save Me, Lyrics from My Heart, One More Day, Standalone, and the new single that's coming, Just Another Day. All of that will be there as well. So anywhere music is sold, anywhere you can stream and download, TB2 is there.
Yeah, if you want to watch it on YouTube, please subscribe. The TB2 subscribe and boost my brother's number so that because you're getting it free over there. But if you subscribe, you might get a couple of pennies. So let's do that. Let's support each other.
It like get them pennies to at least a nickel, and I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what? No, let's go right. get them pennies to a quarter. You get me
A
to a
quarter.
quarter, I'll be like this. All right, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah, let's do that, my people. Let's support each other. He's a great man. He's a great artist,
Thank you.
and he's not only in music now. He's getting into films. He's getting into movies. So
Right.
we are having a star. We are blessed.
Oh,
We are blessed.
I feel
So
you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
God bless you, and we love you, man. We'll keep in touch, and don't be a stranger here at Africa USA Radio. If you got any breaking news, this is the platform.
Oh, I got you. Y'all family now. We good. We good.
We good. Thank you, man. God bless you.
Peace and blessings.
That was my main man here from all the way from St. Louis, Missouri, Thurman B. Thornton, all the way from St. Louis, and he's an amazing young man. We met at Birmingham, Alabama, at Dr. Robert Barnes events. The awards is called the Gospel Love Music. If I messed it up, sorry. My dog, and we talked the other day. So we love you. We enjoyed you. We enjoyed your city there in Birmingham, Alabama, a couple of weekends ago. And we are so blessed with what we are doing on the radio. He's also a radio personnel. He's got a radio station there, and we are connecting. We are connecting, and God is blessing us. We are growing here at Africa USA Radio. We are also growing. We've got connections. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm going to be flying to Los Angeles, California, to continue with the connections, and so we are busy. And on the 19th, 20th, 21st, we're going to Praise Factor Awards down in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm also gonna start to roll out the international gospel worship concert, which is gonna be happening in February the 14th. Just imagine the Love Day, the Valentine's Day. We're going to be having a great event down in Texas, Houston, Texas, February the 14th. I'm going to start rolling that out and starting to advertise that. We're going to be bringing artists all the way from Africa, South Africa. I think we're going to have some from Ghana, and we're going to have some from America. From South America. It's going to be blessing. It's going to be great. It's going to be an after party. It's going to be after the award show. And then we're going to kick off the International Worship Concert, International Music Worship Concert, 14th February at Houston, Texas. And we're going to be rolling that out. Just keep in mind, save your date, save your time, bring your loved one, and enjoy the Valentine's Day with us. It's going to be Saturday night. It's going to be great. So nothing much to do. Just come down and be with us. We thank God for you for listening. We thank God for this platform. We thank God for all the people, behind this platform. We've got so many people. I don't even want to try to mention them. We've got Mr. G, who does all the audios for us and plug it us on the radio at africausaradio.com. We've got Akola Janda, who does the videos, edit the videos. To make sure that everything is fine, and we've got all kind of presenters here that comes on and off. We've got Pastor Naomi Wezi, whom she just celebrated 50th birthday. Happy birthday, Pastor! We've got Charmaine Zimu. We've got Neo Royale, which is Tabi saying the real name. We've got Vicky. We've got Poppy. We've got the main man who runs all the operations in Africa, which is Sehodi Lishalabe. We've got the newest presenter that just joined us, which is who is PK the Redeemed. PK the Redeemed. She's dropping a lot of content. She's dropping a lot of shows here at Africa USA Radio. We're so thankful for that. And we've got a lot of people that are supporting this ministry, and we thank God for that. We're praying that God sustain them and bless them through and through. And you who are listening and watching us and supporting us and promoting us and sharing their lives and sharing the music and sharing the shows, we thank you and we love you. Continue to do that so that we can grow this channel, so that we can grow our YouTube subscribers, so we can grow our Facebook followers and all the other Instagram. But anyway, if you are on YouTube, please subscribe and press that bell button. It's Africa USA Unity Events channel. And if you're on Facebook, it's Africa USA Unity Events Radio and TV. Please follow us there and like and share and do all the stuff. And on Instagram, Africa USA Unity Events, Twitter, Africa USA Unity Events. We thank you so much for everything, and we thank God who kept us going this far. God bless you. We love you. We'll be seeing you soon.